Hey guys, this is Kieran and today is a game review on the Talos principle. The upcoming short clip will explain a little bit on how the game story plays.
Step into the light, child, and my temple will be revealed to you. You walk now upon the stones of my temple, whence many gates lead. And know that I have other temples, for my garden is greater than your eye can encompass. And all these worlds I made for you.
What this little clip was talking about was just the reasons behind all the doors that lead into different puzzles. For this review we are going to look at three different genres. They are the storyline, gameplay, and finally some insight on the game and how it was created. We're going to start off with talking about the storyline. What you do in the game is go into a bunch of different futuristic worlds that the so-called creator, Elohim, has created. These worlds consist of different puzzles that you must complete to get these puzzle pieces called sigils, and with them you must get a certain amount to complete a small puzzle on the doors to unlock them. They are the keys to enter new arenas. There is also a computer system like a library, but 100 times bigger. This place stores all the information about the world, and throughout the game you can find out more and more on what happened. There's this building called the Tower, and when you first see the tower, Elohim tells you to not enter it and explore it because it's apparently dangerous. Going back to the computer system that has the library on it, somewhere through the game someone starts talking to you and wants you to go against the voice, or Elohim, because he's telling you lies. Within the game there are 120 different puzzles that you have to complete. There are three areas called Area A, Area B, and Area C, and within these areas there are 7 different levels that you have to enter to complete a select amount of puzzles. Now enough about the storyline, because the more I carry on, the more I'll spoil the game. So next up is the gameplay. As I was saying about the 3 main areas and within them are the 7 levels to complete, what you are tasked to do is complete the puzzles, and the more you complete the further you get through the game. Of course, it's not as easy as just completing the levels. There are puzzles that you have to solve, and of course the more you get into the game the harder they get. Now you know that Elohim doesn't like you going to the tower because when you leave and enter the place he says that he can't find you.
Cannot detect location of primary subject. Query. 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 My child, have you been tempted by the tower? Know that it holds only death for you.
But once you are in there are a bunch more floors that you can complete to advance up the tower as well. This also means there is something at the top of the tower that he doesn't want you to know about, because otherwise he wouldn't tell you not to go in there.
Please listen to me. Yes, the tower leads out of this world. It leads to freedom and truth. But it also leads to the end of us.
Within the puzzles there are lots of tools that you need to use to complete the level. They are laser connectors, blocks to stand on to get to higher points, and they're just the basic ones you will need to start the game. And of course, the more you go through the game, the more tools you will gain to complete harder levels. And to end off the Talos Principle review, we're going to look at the insight and how the game was created and what went into the game to make how it is now. For the robot that you play as, Crow Team documented how many hours were implemented into testing the robot as you play. It turned out that they put a whopping 15,000 hours into the testing and creating your character to be flawless. The game consists of 120 different complex puzzles that you have to complete. It has a philosophical storyline and a bunch of different methodologies and religions, including Elohim, Jehiah, Milton, Samara, and Uriel. To end this off, we're going to give it a rating from 1 to 10 stars for each area. I say for the storyline, I'll give it a 7 stars, only because it takes a while for you to find out what has happened. For the gameplay, I rate it 8 stars because I love the good complex game and how the puzzles are completable, but it takes you good time to pass them. And finally, for the insight, I'll say 6.5 stars because the story behind the creation of the game is amazing, but for me it's a lot of hours and I would struggle with that much. Thank you for watching through my review, and I hope to see you next time.